Alright, to start this one off, islands, money matters, trendy topics, music, simian cinema, and Adams and Eves. Largest Caribbean island, it's of strategic import to both US and Russia. Ah. Conducted Bette Midler's orchestra, wrote commercial jingles, then became a solo superstar. Because Band-Aid's stuck on me. This New York island is setting for The Great Gatsby. These Scottish islands have their own breeds of sheep and ponies. Pronounce that carefully, children. In South Pacific, Bloody Mary extols it in song. Bali High. Islas Malvinas is the Spanish name for this island group in the South Pacific. Yeah, second guess. Egyptian structure found on the $1 bill. Time allowed for payment on trust. They won't extend it unless you don't need it. Credit, right? Terms you don't really think about in this day and age. The buffalo nickel actually pictured this commonly misnamed animal. Building pictured on the back of the $20 bill. Initials of the body governing all U.S. stock and bond transactions. Never show to the IRS. The SEC. We are having some trouble tonight. Gas-filled device which could replace seatbelts. No, it couldn't. Don't be fooled. I have been hit by one of those. They are not fun. This muscle builder was bad medicine for Olympic athletes. It's bad medicine for almost anybody. It's got its uses, but more common misuse. Looks like a record album, but plays like a movie. Oh. Yeah, they weren't around then. What am I doing? At least not in the form that we understand them today. Combining surfing and sailing, it was demonstrated at Olympics as board sailing. I think the word you want is parasailing. Oh, good lord. What do you want, wakeboarding? Windsurfing. Created by manipulating the turntables, it gives the beat to dancing. I've heard the term, I've never actually heard it associated with like the actual music. 1968 film where they monkeyed around with Charlton Heston. Founder of classical economics, he published The Wealth of Nations in 1776. Oh boy, this is getting really rough. Put these on your feet and hang from a bar for therapy. I should have. This is really bad. Not a good board. Traditional anthem of the U.S. President. Okay, now let's see if we can start running with it. Word meaning tempo that has no ordinary vowels in it. Electronic simulator invented by Moog that revolutionized the music industry. The ape who made it to the top in New York City. For him, politics makes strange bedfellows, including Bonzo the chimp, who is the current sitting president, Ronald Reagan. And now we are on the attack. Breed of the ape which upstaged Clint Eastwood in Every Which Way But Loose. Another should have gone for it. In this 1931 film, the Marx Brothers start out in side barrels. Actress, comedian, singer who was married to Ernie Kovacs. I can only think of Eve Plum from the Brady Bunch. Police show starring Kent McCord and Martin Milner. (1957) film starring multiple versions of Joanne Woodward. Last clue. The original name for the holiday we now call Halloween. Tumultuous first round. Let's see if we can't do better with double. And we have literary quotes, explorers, high society, saints, symbols, and getting wordy. Masticating for nourishment. That is not what you think it is, folks. Don't get cute. Of Moby Dick, he said, "To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme." Wrote the sci-fi fable in which rebel beasts cry, "4 legs good, 2 legs bad." Islands which first served as winter resort to James Cook, their discoverer. What Winston Churchill longed for when he held two fingers in the air. The other meaning. Starting to move in the wrong direction, buddy. Victory. The son of his character, T.S. Garp, believed he must be aware of the undertow. His wife said of the sexual content in his Ulysses, "He's a genius, but what a dirty mind." At the center of his heart of darkness, Kurtz found only the horror, the horror. Sailed upriver bearing his name to the site of Albany, and decided it was not the route to China. Really got around with the help of Queen Isabella. You have to remember that the Daily Double was found under the $200 clue, which should make that pretty easy. American who first set foot upon the moon. First man to do it was John Denver composed and sang an ode to this modern explorer's ship, Calypso. I don't know why I hit that button. But I shall suffer the penalty for my overabundance of chutzpah. Two letters which are copacetic. Okay. What the P in J.P. Morgan stood for. Got all three. Flighty nickname for social strata that resort hops internationally. I do not have that spelled right, and I'm sure it's wrong anyway. But whatever. Aha. Alright. Pure rebuild. Side from which the maid should serve your dinner. It's a 50-50 shot. Why don't I try it? Who cares? I mean, honest to God, you're giving me food. People, if right was wrong, thank God. Where one should put his gloves before handing them to the butler. Oh, I have suggestions. I do. I see. Do I look like somebody who lives high society life? The plane that made the first solo non-stop transatlantic flight. The pilot was Lindbergh. A formal deb ball, from French word meaning petticoat. If it's masquerade, I swear to God. Cotillion. Southern city whose pro football team is known as the Saints. Oh, shit. It's New Orleans. Came to me too late. Rescue dog of Swiss Alp fame. Are you about to tell me you wanted me to spell out the word saint? Y'all missed a spot there. Brought the gospel and the Roman alphabet to Ireland. St. Andrew. Boy, he did an awful lot of things for Ireland, huh? Dapper Englishman who went from playing TV's saint into bondage. The circle and arrow symbol, which represents the male sex, also represents this planet. If you know the book, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. The caduceus, a staff with intertwined snakes, represents this field of study. Hand signal that pilots use to indicate all is well. Thumbs up where? The 5 Olympic rings stand for 5 of these. An ophthalmologist looks into these. A philatelist won't get stuck without them. Stamps. Will still decide the lead. Osculation. Culture Club's first album did it to be clever. And amazingly, I have the lead coming into final. After all that. Final category is art, and here's the clue. Art protest movements of the European 1920s. Its name means hobby horse and sounds like baby talk. I am not going to get this, and I have no reason to cheat. I'm going to say Gaga. Dada. So close. That one was tough. Maybe we'll do better next time. See ya.